So now that one of those Marvel movies came out, one of like what, 6 Marvel projects I think? We still got 3 fucking more with Eternals, No Way Home, and Hawkeye. But yeah, Shang Chi came out, and honestly, I thought it was really good. So far this year, we've had a relatively mediocre year of Marvel content, despite having the most we've ever gotten. So honestly, I'm glad that Shang Chi was good. Because I was hoping for this movie to be good, however, I wasn't expecting it to be very good. All I really wanted from the movie was a bunch of fun action choreography, and I got way more than I wanted. So I might as well start with that. The action choreography is very good in this movie. The fight scenes in this movie are seriously great, and they make sure that you can see everything that's going on due to its great cinematography, and each one has its own unique aesthetic. I'm sure this is common knowledge, but the best fight scene in the movie is easily the bus fight scene. It does a good job at establishing Shang-Chi as a fighter, his heroics, and also a lot of his humor. Also, the final battle was fine. It wasn't great, however, its main center point was the emotional stuff, which I thought was fine. The actual action choreography is fine, however, it's held down due to the weird CGI. I'd also like to mention Shang-Chi as a character himself. He's actually pretty well written and goes through a nice journey. He's also really heroic, and what he does some bad things also all part of his character arc and journey. He doesn't hypothetically kidnap and enslave an entire town, have stupid ass grudges against people that make no sense, and isn't treated like a fucking joke. So that's good. Also, the actor for him, Simu Liu, I think is how you pronounce it, puts his all into the role. Which I really appreciate, because Shang-Chi is also quite charismatic because of that. Also, my favorite part of the movie was probably Shang-Chi's backstory and also the Mandarin. Wenwu is genuinely one of my favorite villains in the entire MCU. I wouldn't say he's as intimidating as Ultron or as well written as Zemo, Thanos, or Loki, but he's still pretty good if you ask me. And I guess that's it for my positives. I do have some negatives, although most of them are quite minor. One of my first complaints is I feel like they wasted Death Dealer. He wasn't in the movie very much and didn't have much of a character, however, he was really intimidating and really fucking cool too. But he just gets his soul sucked out, which is a shame because I honestly like him more than Razor Fist. Also, I said this earlier, but the third act had some really unimpressive CGI, and honestly, the entire movie has moments that the CGI doesn't look very good. It never gets as bad as some of Black Widow's CGI, however, there are points where it's not very good. Also, I thought they kind of wasted Abomination because the marketing made it seem like Shang-Chi was gonna fight him, however, he didn't, which is kind of unfortunate. I also don't like Abomination's fish ears. Also, why didn't the magical people cover up the big anus entrance to the Dark World? Like, seriously, covering it up would prevent anyone from being able to get to her. It'd also prevent that if someone was able to open it, the monsters would not be able to get out. And that means they wouldn't be able to get any souls either. Also, I didn't find some of the jokes that funny. Now, I thought some jokes were fine, however, others I didn't think were very funny. I get that's subjective and all, however, there are a lot of jokes in the movie. Well, I guess that's all I have to say about Shang-Chi. I really don't have a whole lot to say about the movie other than the fact that I think it's good. So I'll give Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings an 8 out of 10.